that notification bell whereby whenever we upload any episode, they are always notified and they remain truthful and watch. That does not mean only a little thing, it means the whole world for us, because remember, Link Media is here for you. So without you, we are not here. So in this episode, I'm going to dedicate a lot of my time talking about the sagging boobs. The sagging boobs or the sagging breast. Why do ladies have the sagging breast? This question I've decided to talk about it this week because I've found a lot of information and a lot of people have been talking to me or asking me these type of questions each and every time I interact with them, and I thought that maybe it is time for me to do some research about the same, talk to some experts about it, and so also maybe find books that are written about the same, talk to different doctors who are my friends, and also just random people who have maybe gone through the same process and maybe come across people who are having sagging boobs and have been looking for solutions to them. So walk with me through this journey, and I'm sure, trust me, after this episode, you're never going to be the same again. Well, so sagging boobs is a menace that affects a lot of ladies, and many people just don't know how to go about it. And most of them always have this problem of, now, what will I do? How will I walk? Maybe let's say you've been living in a neighborhood whereby people have always been seeing you having firm breasts, looking pretty and beautiful, and all of a sudden your breasts have started sagging or reducing in size. So this thing can actually hit your ego, and given that we are dedicated to make sure that you have good mental health status, so that you can continue doing your normal things without interruption. And that is why we have to talk about the sagging breast, because the sagging breast affects your self-esteem, affects your ego, and also affects your appearance and how you feel around people. And guess what? All these things constitute to one thing: wellness. So if your wellness is affected, it means that you're now drifting to the point of now starting to being in a danger. It's a risk sign of you starting to drift into the mental health condition pattern. And that is something that we're not going to allow, because we as Link Media, we're going to make sure that you, as my viewer, continues to get that leadership or that education that will help you to fight the menace, or at least come up with solutions that can help you to make sure that you don't continue suffering from sagging breast. Or maybe if you have a person who is having sagging breast, what types of solutions do we have as Link Media for them? So I've done a lot of research and talked to so many people about the same, and they have been telling me a lot of things. Remember, breast growth, for your boobs to grow, they always start when you're still in your mother's womb. As long as you have been detected to be either a man or a lady, we all have breasts. And the only difference is that for ladies, the breasts continue to grow as they also grow. That is between now when they enter the puberty stage and when they actually go into their teenage age, because the breast only stops growing once you are above the teen situation. From there, it can only be induced, it can be either be increased or reduced artificially, but not naturally, unless there are either some hormonal impact to it or other things that we're going to talk about later in this episode. Now, so why do people have sagging breasts? People can have sagging breasts with time. No one is born having sagging breasts unless there are other factors that to consider about it. So some of the factors that make one to have sagging breast, one is age. As you age, as you grow old, your skin loses that elasticity. That elasticity means that the skin has grown. And once the skin has grown, and now you find that the body lacks the elasticity. The elasticity is the ability of the skin to hold together for long. So once your skin starts aging, you find that your whole body starts sagging in some way. So once it starts sagging in some way, you'll also find that your body, which it constitutes the breast, also starts sagging, because now there's not that elasticity, and now the boobs will start looking like they are falling down. Two, some are genetic, biological. Maybe in your family no one has that firm breast at some point in their lives. Some people always have very firm breast with or without the bras. Get it right. With or without the bras, they will always have this firm breast. But with time, you find that these people can no longer have it. Why? The reason is genetic. You find that it's in your bloodline. People can't. The elasticity in the breast is affected through the genes. The hormones that are there, they maybe either try to win with the time, or maybe they are not just able to sustain themselves. So you find that with time, as you grow old, maybe it is by maybe when you reach a certain age in your life, they just automatically start sagging down. So for you to know if it is true or false, just look at your mom, look at your elder sisters, or look at your grandma or any other female who is in your bloodline. You will understand if yours is genetic or maybe it is just caused by other things. Yeah. Also the pattern of breastfeeding. There are those people that breastfeed. Women who breastfeed a lot, because remember when you get pregnant, or the number of pregnancies, when you get pregnant, your boobs at one point grow. You'll find that some people that the breast can enlarge in size. So once they enlarge in size, which is mostly pushed by the hormones in the body during that period of time, because of the production of milk. The body is preparing itself for the production of milk. So once you start breastfeeding, you'll find that your boobs will grow in size. So once they grow in size and you start breastfeeding the baby for some time, you will find that now after you finishing the breastfeeding period, now that milk that was being produced is no longer produced in the much volume that it was being produced in before. So for that reason, that excess tissue that had extended in the breast area, where does that tissue go? It goes nowhere, because you maybe as a person, you stopped doing the exercises that will make sure that you continue remaining big, firm, and your skin is strengthened. So once you just breastfeed and lie at home without doing any type of exercise, you'll find that excess skin that was accumulating around your breast area will not go anywhere. Not will that be, it will just result in your breast going down, which means they will start sagging. Also, as I was talking about the sagging, failure to do exercise is very key in contributing to you having sagging breast. Because if you cannot have exercises that toughens your skin, strengthens your skin, makes your skin to look young and strong and firm. So the exercise that I'm talking about is the one for the upper body, which includes the sit-ups, the press-up, just morning jogs and run, maybe lifting light weights, just to make sure that your skin is strong and tough. So failure to do that makes your skin to look soft and lacks that elasticity. And once it lacks that elasticity, it will make your breast to start sagging. And it's something that actually people will be asking, wondering like, so all these things have been happening to me, and what should I do about that? Well, we'll have solutions for that, but before I talk about that, there's also one thing that people have been talking about and they don't know. Also the gravity. There is this thing about the gravity. For those who went to school and did physics, you understand that that's pull of gravity, whereby when something is up and hangs, now the force from the ground will try to pull it down. So for these people who always do their laundries while bending, when you do your laundry while bending, or most of the things that you do during the day, your normal activities actually constitute the bending process, whereby you bend. So as much as you continue bending, as many times as you bend, you always have the gravitational pull pulling your breast down. Remember, even if your breasts are in the bra, once you bend, they will not be on your chest. However, they will hang, and that hanging will force that gravitational pull to pull those breasts down. And this is even worse for those ladies who don't put on bras. It's even worse because at least now the breasts are suspended, and once they are suspended with no bra to hold them, they have even more gravitational pull. And once they have that gravitational pull, the skin will stretch. And once that skin stretches, it will constitute in making you to have those sagging breasts. Another factor that is also common is people just generally refusing to put on bras. Yeah. This notion and this very, very outdated, wrong, naive, mythical understanding between ladies that I don't know where and how they came about with it, that bras cause cancer, too much wearing of bras, I don't know cause what and what, and for you to have firm breasts, you don't need to put on bras. Guess what? The reason why bras were invented or maybe brought about as part of what we wear, it's simple. Bras helps the breast to remain firm. Wearing the correct size of bra is very critical and very crucial in ensuring that you as a person have firm breasts. Because if you don't have firm breasts, it becomes a problem to you. So what do you do when you wear a bra? This bra holds your breasts, the boobs. Once they hold the boobs, it will make it very difficult for the boob to be suspended because they'll be holding it. And also there's this thing called the collagen. The collagen is the hormone that always helps your body to remain elastic. And this collagen is always used to the body. And the more you don't put on a bra as a lady, those collagens are overused. And once they're overused and get exhausted, you'll find that it is in most cases it will be very, very difficult. Once they're overly used, your breast will lose the elasticity at that end of the boob. And once those elasticity end, now you'll find that once the elasticity end, your breast will lose that ability to stay firm. And what happens? Your boobs will start going down and down and down. And for that reason, you'll find that it's very hard for you to maintain a firm breast. Now, there are so many other causes of this, including number of pregnancies. The more children you give birth to, the dangers of you having sagging breast, because of many reasons, which includes obviously breastfeeding, which we talked about earlier. So there are also other things that we could just decide to ignore, like smoking. Ladies who smoke a lot, because once you smoke, the smoke will also affect the elasticity of your skin. It will affect the skin texture and tone, and for this reason, it will make your skin to lose that firmness, and for that reason, it also causes your breasts to lose that elasticity. The same thing happens with the drinking. Once you drink too much alcohol, the same will also happen to you. You are also at a risk of having sagging breast. So all these things I'm talking about have been based on research that I've been doing. One of the most helpful people who have been helpful in coming up with all this is the Johns Hopkins Foundation, which deals with so many research, and there was so good person during the COVID period. They used to give us statistics about the COVID situation and stuff like that. So if you go to their website, you'll find a lot of this information that is stored there. I think in one of our topics we'll be talking about the skincare routine, so that we understand how we can ensure that our skin remains elastic, so that we don't suffer from these boobs, sagging boobs problem. Also, the best thing about all these things is that we all have solutions to everything. The best thing about this is that we have solutions to everything. So what are some of the remedies that we can do? I've talked about the collagen. The collagen is one of the most important ingredients that we can always use. It is proteinic in nature, and we all know what proteins do to our bodies. They are one of the food components that constitute us having the body building factor. They build our body. They make sure that our body is strengthened, our skin tones are good, we have enough good hormones. There's this coordination between the hormones and the body and everything that they just make sure the coordination of the body is at its best and the skin remains as healthy as it can. So collagen is very key, and this collagen can be bought from the supermarket and any other place, or even at the pharmacy, or it can be induced. For those people who have money, you can go and buy the collagen. The collagen works so well, you can just either put it in your tea, in your coffee, in whatever drink that you favor, unless it is alcohol. We don't put collagen in alcohol, it's not recommended. But in any other beverage, you can put them, preferably in your coffee, in your tea, or maybe for those have those firm boobs. Also, it can be induced. Just go to the hospital and get it induced through an injection. For those who fear syringes, ukiogopa shindano, it's hard for you kidogo. Maybe you can just take it as a drug. But for the other people, you can just get an injection of collagen into your body. For those who may be having insufficient collagen in their body, for that. Then number 2 is frequent and regular wearing of the correct bra. You just don't wear bras. There are these ladies who always want to wear this very tight bra so that they can be seen as having maybe boobs, and maybe they want to look sexy. That is not good, because once you continuously press your bra or wearing too small bras or too big bras, it will also make it hard for your body, because too small, they will press the breast too much, and they can cause a lot of problems, including cancer in the late stages. Also, wearing too big bras, they will not be able to hold your breast firm, and you also suffer from that gravity that we're talking about, whereby your boobs are being pulled down. So it will be like you're doing zero. So putting the correct bra that just holds your breast firmly and fits the chest well without looking too tight or too loose. It is key. Others also decide to go for surgery whereby they correct. For example, for those who are maybe having genetic issues or something that sort, you can decide to go and maybe get the surgery, corrective surgery, whereby the excessive skin is removed so that you continue, so that this excess skin that was making your breast to sag, that excess skin that was making your breast to sag is removed, so that you do that corrective surgery to make sure that your breast return to the normal size that they were. Lastly, ensure that you do exercises. Exercise is very important. It's not only good for your breast, but also for your general body health. Because without having good health, it is very, very hard for you to even to maintain those saggy boobs, those firm boobs. It's very hard for you to maintain it's very hard for you to maintain firm boobs if in any way you cannot do exercises or have a healthy body. So do regular exercises, go for morning runs or maybe evening runs. If you can't run, walk at least a few days, maybe 30 minutes a day, or if you can't do an hour, it's good. Engage in a sport. You can play football, you can play tennis, you can play rugby, or any other sport that you feel like you can do it. You can also go to the gym. You can also go to the gym and do those aerobics or any other exercise that will just work for you in the long run. Remember, nothing is lost. You still have the ability, you still have the energy, and you still have the capability to look beautiful, to look young, and everything is just within your grasp. For those who have problems maintaining radiant skins, for those who have problems with skin problems, for those who have rashes, pimples, and everything like that sort of that, and they feel like they can do something about it, but they don't know what to do, I got you. Next week, same place, same time on Link Media Production, we will be talking about that. I love you and thank you so much. Bye. Till next time, God bless you. This is 10 minutes.